Good afternoon, everyone. It's 5:45 here on Tuesday the 15th of February, and I'm sure that you've all read that there's been progress on the standoff between Ukraine and Russia and that situation. So markets have rallied on that. The S&P is up by 50 points. However, it's not done enough to change any of the trends on VectorVest USA as I speak. Short-term trend is still down. The underlying trend is still down. And of course that confirmed down is down since November last year. So certainly far from being out of the woods. I have the VectorVest market timing chart here, and I've shown the medium-term market timing system known as the DEW, and the DEW has been down since the 5th of January. Darn good signal it was. It's getting close now to a buy signal. For a buy signal, we need to close above the moving average, and this momentum indicator needs to move above zero. If that's in fact fulfilled, then we will get a medium-term buy signal, and I think that I will use that to start to dip my toes into this market. I have one position, CF, and I nearly got stopped out of it this morning on a, this morning US time on a tail of a candle. Missed the stop loss by less than $1. So a bit of luck. Sir Alex Ferguson says you need a little bit of luck to win the premiership. So hopefully I haven't burnt all of mine. The S&P 500, well, the S&P 500 has, as you can see, found a low yesterday, and that sell-off on Monday. It's found a low at 62% of this range. So that's a sign that, if you actually look in the intraday charts, it actually charted a double bottom there. So it came to the level, was bought up, up by 50 points. That happened in the pre-market, and then went right down to the level again and was bought up again. So pretty good sign there. We've got a update today. I haven't got a position, but as long as this level holds, then this market can move up. So I haven't done anything as yet. If the standoff between Russia and Ukraine is maintained, then I think we can see a really good run here. Already the oil price has come down significantly, and if the oil price were to come down, many reporters who are much more familiar with the fundamentals of the oil market than I am as a technical swing trader, reckon that if that standoff de-escalates, the price of crude will come down by $10 straight away. That would be very positive for stock markets. It would be very positive for the inflation narrative, and maybe make central bankers less hawkish. So sitting waiting for a signal again. You do an awful lot of waiting in this line of work. I just need 3 or 4 good swing trades a month, and I'm going to sit and wait for them. In terms of what I am looking at, I think that Zim's had a good day today. Nvidia is at a very interesting level, and so is Ford. So I'll just put those two up. Well, let's look at CF Industries as well. So let's chart those. And there's a long-term trend line in Nvidia here, and it actually came off that 78% retracement, which is a confluence of this old high. Let me get rid of that fib for a second. It's now it's come back in 3 waves, which is also very healthy indeed, and it's pushing up against this pretty obvious trend line. So if we have a look at this clearly, if the DEW does turn up, and we start to close above this, we start to get a VectorVest buy recommendation, then the target up here would be significant. So that's something to look at. That's CF Industries. That's the tail that came back. My stop loss was underneath that low. I hadn't pulled it up. When I make as much as I've risked, I normally take a bit on a swing trade and get the stop to entry, but I hadn't made as much as I'd risked on this particular move here. So the stop loss was still at entry, and I got away with that. A bit of luck. I've been stopped out in similar situations many a time. Interestingly, this low was in fact nearly 61% of this, and as you can see, this is sort of a trend line in play here. So all is not lost. I'm pretty much now at break even. I got in at 72.50. This is Ford. Now Ford has pulled back to 62% of the last range, and seems to have traded a little double bottom at that level, which is quite good. And there's a trend line here from this falling wedge, and certainly a little bit of confirmation there. Then I think that this thing will motor again. Just remember, we need the general market to say it's safe to be there, and I would like the price action to get above these highs. If we blow that up a little bit, there's the double bottom, and there's the gap down. There was a little gap there, what I thought was going to be an island reversal, but that gap is filled. If we got above those highs and close above these highs, that would be reasonable confirmation that the low is in. So a couple of things to wait on there. As I say, you do an awful lot of waiting in this line of work. If you run in Ram Dash, my word, you can take a hiding. There's the UK, and nothing has changed in the UK, save that Bad Monday has been reversed today after that push up in the Dow last night. So the UK market had quite a good day today. Excellent results from commodity players. Glencore, some great results. BHP, some great results, and lots of dividends coming down the stream. Those dividends will be reflected in my biggest asset, which is BlackRock World Mining Trust. So no new positions. Yesterday at our Q&A, I looked at JD Sports, I looked at Lion Trust Asset Management, and we looked at Cape for buy-ins after the sell-off, and certainly Lion Trust and JD Sports, if the general market comes right, and I'm hoping it will quite soon, those look as if they can move back up again. So we'll be looking at those in detail over the next few days. Thanks very much indeed.